Shit, that was Scooter C's killing with his ass. I'm a killing with success. But we back here with somebody, you know, I watch come up proud of her grinding. Who is in the building?
What's up? What's up? It's me, VP. What's going on?
What's up? What's up? Well, we go back, you know, you come on the scene after college child to Kinetic, you know, so you done put in work like Hispanics.
Yep. Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. I put in work. I definitely have put in work. That's
the first partner edition with me, PD, and Tawana Tober, or Meeting the Minds in January.
Yeah.
January 20. Then right after you got your you got put on by the Z.
Yeah, I was just going through those.
She did a partnership, so go ahead and put it on.
Yeah, I just saw some pictures from that event. I was going through through my pictures and stuff. That was cool.
That was the first time we tried it.
How long ago?
Man, that was about a couple of years ago. So it was like 2016, 2017. It was 2017 because I got on Chucktown Hit Factory after that. Probably a little because it was in January, right?
Yeah, James, you don't think it was
Was it 2016? The end of 2016?
No, you're right. You 17 because I just did part 2. The second one, January, just went with me, headliner, and Sierra Haddison. So the third one,
so it's definitely January,
Roy Walker and one more person. Yeah, I love that. I love that idea. I was like, man, I just want to do something different, man. So like instead of just doing meeting, I was like, I thought it was dope. But you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get. I said I hit you. You called immediately. It was like in the morning. That was wrong. Like,
I remember that because I was.
What's up? What kind of options you got?
I was actually at like a job interview for this for this job that was at like 5:30 a.m. I had to show up to this job. It was going to be like counting inventory for like bars and stuff like that. So you go early in the morning before the bars open, like super early. I think back to that job too because they pay some good money. Shoot, I should have took the job because I could have had it, but I called you early in the morning because as soon as that's what I was up.
I inboxed. I text. Yeah. It's like, who the VP calls? What's up? What you got going on?
I was like, let's handle that business now.
Yeah, it was like me, you, Tawana Tober, Tawana T, and PD. Yeah. 4-way split, partner edition. You brought the Il Tribe vibe. Tawana brought some people from Orangeburg. It was cool. It was like a nice blending party. You kind of like y'all came up with y'all own way of doing it. Like y'all had like networking spin. What was it like
I think there was like some kind of interactive portion or something like that.
You did like the dating. You did like the dating stuff.
Yeah, like speed dating but with networking. Yeah. See, that's why I have to have these kind of conversations because I forget all about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was fun.
I forget that stuff happens.
Partners edition. Every January I'm gonna do one with some people. Different people.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
That's definitely dope. Well, but tell everybody, what else? What else?
What else you want to know?
Yeah, good lord. Like, how does Z-93 thing happen?
Z-93 happened. Let's see, in 2016, I downgraded my job from full-time to part-time. I was working at the Fudgery downtown.
Yeah, I remember Jay Vibes that used to be coming out there singing, come on in here as a friend. Let's come on in.
That's right. I don't know about those lyrics, but I was, though.
If there's a friend, you can come on in.
Yeah, so, okay, they might be using that. I don't know. But I was doing that, and I was tired of doing that. Didn't feel like I was really, kind of speaking to my passion type deal. So I had put in an application to be a promotions assistant at Z months ago, like months prior to me letting go of or going to like shifting to a part-time position at the Fudgery. And as soon as I did, I was actually being offered to be the manager of the Fudgery. And it was actually kind of funny how it worked out because it was that day they were like, hey, I was thinking about like quitting. Yes. And they were like, well, what about this? We don't want you to quit, so we want to keep you on. We'll give you this title and give you this much pay. Right. So then I was like, okay, now I gotta make this decision. And when it came down to it, I said, nah, I can't do this. Like, I don't want to do it. And as soon as I said I didn't want it, and I had no idea what I was going to do next, I just knew that, I was still doing radio behind the scenes independently.
Yeah, I love TR.
But it was, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, I got the phone call to have an interview. So I interviewed with Z for a promotions assistant. They didn't give it to me because I was overqualified. Ooh. So they said, well, then, they said, actually, they were like, let me rephrase it more. I'll use the words. The words were that with everything that I do schedule-wise, they didn't feel like I would be able to do it. But then they said, but you qualify for this over here. So then they pushed me to productions assistant, which I got that job. And that consisted of cutting commercials, voice work, making sure all the stations, pretty much making sure all the money plays on the stations, doing that. And then I actually worked doing that for a year. No one knew I worked at the radio station. Because I didn't make an announcement about it or anything.
Right.
The only time I made an announcement was when DJ Cass passed Chucktown Hit Factory on to me, and that was after a whole year of working at the radio station already. Oh yeah, okay. He stayed down to come up. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep it on the low like a grade school crush. Produce hardcore lyrics to mush.
There you go. That's exactly what I was thinking. Y'all need a little drum kit in here, a little snare kit.
That's somebody who knows me for 18 years, so nothing really gets him excited. But you just gotta ignore that.
You gotta come harder than that, man.
Yeah, Viagra. Send the blocks.
I set myself up for that one. Go ahead though.
That's what's up. But you know, tell me about TNL. Did I say it right now?
Yeah, Time TNL. So Time TNL is actually my first hip hop show that started in 2014. I did that because the Fix.fm didn't have any hip hop shows, so I said, "Let's do it." Yeah, shout out to boy, rest in peace, Brad Cooper. Always. The reason Time TNL, which was called Time featuring the Then, Now, and Later, so it was a 3-hour show that focused on the past, the present, and the future of hip hop. So the first hour I would do.
W Fresh
curated playlist essentially, but I would program the music for the first hour, be all throwbacks, then so forth, going with the Then, Now, and Later type feel. So Time TNL occurred in 2014. I already had a talk show on the radio called Transcend and Transform. And that was a race relations show. So I was talking about race relations and everyday interactions, and just in general, because that was the show I started when I was in college. So it was about
you just brought everything with you.
It was about being a black student at a predominantly white institution and what that looked like, and from the eyes of us. But when I graduated, I still kept that show on Kinetic. Did Time TNL on the Fix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But you also like manage or ran the Fix or co-own the Fix, or I got all the
trust me, it was a very confusing time as well for me too, but that's just that's no shade, that's just what when I look back, that's just what the truth was. But I definitely enjoyed the opportunity to work, so I was there.
Met a lot of great people.
Was able to do. Definitely. Yeah. And I learned a lot.
Him and Tommy promoted the hell out you with no paycheck.
And facts.
Tommy,
facts.
Shells Blaze Dadager.
I didn't get my first paycheck from cracking the mic until 2017, and I had started 2013 . So
that's that hard.
So I just
that shows you right there. You need to rewind.
That's.
People are like, you got to get overnight. I did 2 shows. Where's my check?
No.
You got to keep going.
And then it's at a point now because I did radio, independent radio and things like that for 4 years. Now, even when I do get paid, it's still not the biggest thing. My thing still is the passion. You can still pay me to do it. That's great. I love it. But if I'm still not happy, I'm not going to stay there.
Absolutely.
And that's just what's important to me. I want to crack the mic the way I want to crack the mic, and that's just what it is. But yeah, so that's the Fix.fm. I helped when I was there when it was launching off. So I was able to help kind of with the programming in a sense, and just learned a lot about podcasting and live streaming or internet radio, things like that. Just learn stuff like that.
Me one time, because Jay Brown was unavailable.
I remember. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. I was about to drown.
Yeah, you got to remind me of that kind of stuff because I forget about that. I got a bad memory, so I really do.
Yeah, you came through.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate you telling me about that.
Bright.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely. So I mean, it was good times, and I think that those times were very fundamental for me.
Right.
And when it was time to move on, it was just time to move on, and that was a difficult decision, but it just had to be made.
We all did it. You grow roots, but then you just grow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And I love the fact that you use your platform to help artists and help people that's trying to get into the industry to grow. Because I met you at the music conference earlier this year.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, I was supposed to be working, and I was sitting there stuck. listening to you. I'm not even an artist.
Thank you.
I didn't need to know any of that, but I thought it was dope that you were actually there to share, you and everybody else, of course. But like, I just think it was dope that y'all took your time and y'all actually threw this event, you know what I mean? For people that actually was going to listen, you know what I mean? And believe it or not, I don't know what it is, but I got so many hit-ups. I don't know if you got any hit-ups, but I got mad hit-ups afterward because I was on live telling people to come.
That's awesome.
Showing them clips.
Oh, yeah. I had a lot of people asking afterwards.
After the fact. I was like, you should have been there. They explained everything down
Johnny
the line.
Johnny come late. Yeah.
And unfortunately, you know, I'm not an artist, so I didn't remember everything. So, you know, I had to just lead them to the right people. You know what I mean? Sorry, I did send some people to your inbox. I was like, if you want to know about radio, you know, like, because it was like, oh, what did they say about how I need to send my music? I said, boy.
Yeah.
Listen.
That's why I tell people. That's why I tell people if I'm physically going to be somewhere, I tell them show up because my day to day, and that this isn't flexing on anybody. Everybody got a busy day.
Hell yeah.
You know, but definitely in my day to day, I'm thinking so much about so many things that I'm not. You know, I'm going to miss somebody's message. It's going to happen.
Somebody getting their feelings.
You know, so
take them out there, some cookies and candy.
Yeah, so I'm like, if I'm physically somewhere, come through and see me. Come talk to me. Like, this is the time. I'm here. You know, so come through, see me. Yeah.
And your fiance is also in the video. You met him when they had their show. That's what I say.
Radio is the love of my life and brought me the love of my life. I
saw that was nice.
I love
pictures y'all had and stuff together.
Yeah, we did our engagement photos.
Yeah, I thought that was nice. I was trying to get the price of the ring because I was going to.
This is a family. This is actually this ring my mom found the day she found out she was pregnant with me.
What?
She kept it. And it has my birthstone in it, and I ended up being born in September. Yeah.
Word, how perfect is that?
Yeah, so she kept it. She kept it all those years. She was coming out the hospital, and she had just found out she was pregnant with me, and she found it was in the dirt, in the mud.
Wow.
And she had pulled it out of the mud on her walk that she was taking. So
you nervous? Y'all been together forever.
Oh no, I feel great. I'm ready.
When's the planned date?
3/9/19.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Right around the corner. I'm excited.
I was about to say that's right around. So you must have venue, dress already ready.
Oh yeah, my dress is my aunt was supposed to have a wedding. She never had the wedding. She got married, but she didn't have the wedding.
Okay.
So I'm just using her dress. I'm getting
Let's go.
I'm all about saving the dollar. I am not about like.
Hey, that's serious.
It's to me it's not. I mean, just because, we work all the time, and so we just have. I just feel like we have different goals in mind that I don't need to spend on that one day.
That's what my mom was like.
The money I could invest in some of the things.
Put all that money because y'all could be using that on some future finance.
Yeah,
stuff,
that's right. Yeah.
That's what mom be like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to press? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Come on, Colors, you got questions for me. Come on. Came in here said, "What's off limits?" Nothing. Come on, let's go.
Is it hard because y'all both be in the radio though? You and Mecca?
No, it's not. It's not difficult actually.
He's on a radio show too.
Yeah.
He has his own
Coffee and Duchess.
Yeah, he has his own podcast.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me tell you.
Around, but
so he has his own podcast and has his own company, Do Work Media. So
that's him.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. Do Work Media, Coffee and Duchess. He has that podcast. Yeah, definitely. And I was there. I guess you could say I was kind of like a project manager. I guess if we had to say it, because Boyd, when they first met Boyd, him and his brothers.
Yeah, his brother came on Those to Watch. Asked how they could do their own show. Making the boys.
Yep, exactly.
Like
that's right. And so when it came down to it, it was Boyd said to me, "Hey, these guys are coming through. I think this is kind of your speed. I want you to help them out the podcast, help them out there with this show." And I did. So I remember the first day I met him, I did not think that we were going to end up being together. So,
what made that happen? Or was it like, dang, you like radio? I like radio. Let's go out.
No, it was no. Actually, during that time. Because even during that time, I was actually dating someone else. So it wasn't even, No worries.
I remember.
I was. Oh, I remember. You're just jogging so many memories right now. No, it was, it just really didn't start off like that. It truly did start off as like a friendship. Because, it just started off as, here we are learning about I knew things about podcasting, audio editing, stuff like that. So then his next thing was, oh, I want to learn this. And so that's just what it was. It was having that commonality right there. And then just being really good friends, like legitimately being friends, like without the BS.
But then each other, there was secrets. I mean, y'all was his friends, so.
Well, we're just friends. So I wasn't thinking about, I was like,
word.
But my relationship that I was in wasn't it. So, So
I think he was your brother anyway, so it was probably right.
Okay, yeah, so probably, yeah. But then after that, it was just like, we still had a friendship. He and I, Mecca and I still had a friendship afterwards, and then it was just like, yeah, I think I'm kind of digging you.
And so who asked who made it first, you or him?
Like, who asked?
Who said, I kind of feel, let's go out. Can't remember.
I got to think back. I feel like it was him. No, it was him. Okay. It was definitely him. He was the one to say, hey, look, this is, like, I'm digging this. This is what I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but
yeah, I know.
He was like, he wasn't saying that.
That wasn't it. I don't think
that wasn't it. I'd have been like,
that was the case.
I'd have been like, yeah, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it.
No, you can't.
No, but I remember when he and I were talking about, we were talking about dating, and I remember I said to him, I said, well, I want to be with someone that I can also do business with. I said, who knows how to separate business and personal. And I feel like he and I have worked really hard to try to do it. And it's definitely always a journey, because you're learning so much about the other. But I feel like we've done a pretty good job, and so it can be trying sometimes being in a relationship and also doing business with each other and stuff like that.
Engineered some of the Coffee and Duchess.
Yeah, definitely.
And you brought your peoples in. I can't remember the names right now. The singer from Charlotte and the workout girl. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Letitia G and Tanisha.
Yeah, you brought them through. Tanisha C.
That's right. Definitely. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. I mean, if you could have changed anything from the start of your career until now, what exactly would you have done differently?
Man. That's hard to answer right now. I feel like I would not have done anything differently, just because I'm starting to see better how some things that have happened that I felt like were terrible kind of worked out actually for the best.
Right.
And there's still some things that I'm working on even more, but I think that if there were anything that I could have done a little bit more of was probably, just not worrying so much. But I guess I never really did that though with radio. I never really worried. I worried about everything else, but radio is always consistent. Like I've been doing it now for 5 years, so it's like it's always just it's just been there. And I didn't find out that I wanted it until my last year in college, and it wasn't even me that found it. It was somebody saying, "Hey, we want you to do this," and I just felt like it was another thing that somebody was asking me to do.
Right.
And then I remember just being in front of the mic for the first time, and I said, "This is unreal. This is like something I've never felt before."
Word.
So
what education did you need to be in your position, or could it be achieved by just work experience?
Man, it can be achieved by work experience. Like I said, by the time I cracked the mic, I hadn't been practicing anything radio related. I didn't even listen to the radio growing up. I was not like I couldn't stand it when DJs mixed too much. So when I was younger, I would be like, yeah, let me hear the whole song. I would be so
like
mad.
DJ, like Funk Flex.
Oh my god!
Beep 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 beep.
I used to hate it. I did not understand. The DJ when I was younger. I would be 100% because I would be like, okay, I just want to hear the song.
Right. They wouldn't let the song drop. That's what killed me.
Yeah.
And I would be anxiety. I'd be like, okay. I couldn't do it. So like I said, so by that time, all of my education was in, just in like, I went to school for communications. So that was something that I was thinking about marketing and digital marketing and social media and all these other kinds of things. That is a cute picture. Page and colors out here.
Twinning and shit.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so it wasn't, I don't think that it took experience, but shout out to people who do go to school for it because, there's nothing wrong with that. But I've always wanted to talk. I've always been good at talking. I've never been afraid to talk to people. So I feel like that's just something that's naturally been a part of my life. Right. So yeah, everything I learned about radio came well after college. I actually kind of self-taught myself a lot of things.
Yeah, I was about to ask because sometimes it's because I know there's a difference between the radio that you're on and then the internet radio. I know you can be a little free with the mouth and stuff like that. Was there certain protocols you had to learn to
100%. Yeah. When I went to commercial radio, I was trash.
What do you mean?
Trash, yeah.
No.
Well, a lot of people don't. A lot of people will listen. They'll be like, "No, you sound great," but when you learn the mechanics, you're like,
how it's supposed to be.
I'm trash. Yeah. You're like, what? Okay. You're like, what? But the thing about it is, it's okay to say you're trash. It's just about how long were you trash.
True.
And I wasn't trash long.
I hear that.
Okay, I still got I have plenty more to learn, but I like getting better at it. So now I'm in a place where, okay, I have kind of free-form radio experience where I can just talk as much as I want to or talk how I want to.
Right.
Then I also have this commercial radio training where I in this market that we're in, you talk for a shorter amount of times and you got to get your point across in 60 seconds.
That's what I have an issue with. That's why I asked you that.
Yeah, it definitely, it's something to learn, and it requires you to be much more fluid and much more confident about what you're going to say. Because when I first started, I would be stumbling over my words because I wanted to say 3 things at one time.
Yeah, Jay told me about my
Yeah, sometimes, and those can be difficult sometimes, just because if you're already used to it, you'll keep on doing it, or you will fall back on it. Now, sometimes there are some big radio names that do say their but it's just there's a different flow though, so you don't really notice it because of the fact that there's something about their style, or there's something about what they're doing that they've been doing it for so long.
Yeah, I'm
about
to say, sounds natural. At that point, they're probably comfortable in their position.
Yeah, there's a difference between saying because you have no idea what you're gonna say next. And because you're just in regular conversation.
Right.
So it's just
like an ad lib kind of.
Yeah, exactly. If you're trying to fill time because you're like, where are you from? Like that's like
what dog do you have? Do you
listen, I have no shame in my game. I definitely write my questions down.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, with you, I knew he was gonna take the lead because he knew you longer, so I didn't write anything down.
No, 100%. There's nothing wrong with writing. There was sometimes even now, if there's something that I know that I want to say, I will write it, and then I'll read it, but I'll read it more naturally.
Right.
And that's what that experience, a year of doing commercials, helped me to do, which was to make announcer type things sound more natural.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
I love it.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming through. I think I was the most giddy about you coming. He told me on the phone, I was like, "You did! You got her to come." He was like, "Yeah, well, I kind of know her." I was like, "So what color is she?" I
don't care. No, I'm glad to be here. I always like being able to kind of go back over. Because I don't sit back and think about things that I do.
Right.
So there are things that people will say, or remember when you did it, like, in comes like, you remember you did this, and I'll be like, man, you're right. Like, sometimes I have to stop and realize, wow, I've done a lot in these past 5 years.
Yeah.
But because I'm just so focused on moving forward, I won't even think. I won't even think about it. Yeah.
You look through the woods, though.
100%. There you go. So that's something that just have to. I need moments like these so that I can stop, pause, and say, dang, yeah, you actually kind of put in a lot of effort into this. Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping I'm building my resume too.
Yeah.
Trying at least.
This right here is 100% legit.
Oh, I think this is dope.
That's right.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this is dope.
Yeah.
Like when he invited me on the show, I was like, okay, yeah, he invited me, but them other two, they ain't gonna do it.
Yeah,
I was talking about J and PD.
Well, yeah, it's these moments that I would, and when I got into commercial radio, there are some people who they don't consider this to be. They'll look over this.
Yeah.
And to me, I don't do that because I know where my roots are. My roots started in these kinds of things, and they're still here because we got a studio downtown like this.
Okay, I can we get on TNL these days.
Time TNL is kind of different now, just because of the fact that I don't have time. So I've got like 3 interviews right now. I've already done and already cut and have to release. And that's how like much time slips away from me that I'm already backed up 3. I've got an interview I'm doing tomorrow.
Where you go? You can't drop out. You can't shout it.
Getty. I'm doing.
Okay. those are my people. Yeah, I had the shirt on yesterday. I think those are my cousins.
Oh yeah. Getty, I'm gonna wear my shirt tomorrow.
Okay.
At the interview. It's gonna be good stuff.
All right, so you guys got inbox you, let them know. Hey, I need an interview.
Yeah, I would say that is the best way, but I am after Getty tomorrow. I'm probably going to hold off a little bit because I have some things coming
in January. That's why I was
asking. Here we go. Well, I've got some things. I've got some things coming down the pipeline. So I kind of have to. I cannot speak on them at this moment.
Everything's off. We're off the air.
Hey, look, no, you don't tell everybody your blessings.
Yeah, I can't.
I didn't tell everybody what I'm doing either.
Yeah, I can't disclose that information now. But I've just got some things I'm really excited about that are coming up. So I'm going to be taking a step back from some projects because I need to zero in a lot of focus.
And stuff, are you just painting events? You everything.
At this time, I'm doing more hosting of events.
Okay.
It's been fun getting paid to host.
Yeah.
So that's been kind of addicting, getting a paycheck.
Who you telling?
So that's always nice. But of course, I always right now I'm not throwing my own events. I am more so. I'll assist more with like Do Work Media. Like if Do Work Media is throwing events, then I'll do that.
You got the Tribe stuff, moves and shakers.
I don't get to go out there so much. Like that's another thing I'm saying. Like usually these days, the only people I really get to really help out is Do Work Media, or unless I'm hosting an event. Other than that, I'm so tired. No, I was just there.
Okay, you made that.
Yeah, usually I'm just tired. Like I just want to go to sleep.
I know the feeling.
So
yeah, you gotta get that LSM.
But people are out there doing their thing, so I like that. That.
Thanks. We'll tell everybody where to find you and follow.
How to do how to set the correct way to send their music if they want to get.
Okay, yeah. So you can find me at _callmevp on both Twitter and IG. Soon and very soon, that account is probably going to be managed by another party, like a third party. So if you do reach out to me, it's probably not going to be me directly, but there's going to be some contact in there. Music. If you want your music spun on Chucktown Hit Factory, it's going to be Chucktown Hit Factory at Z93Jamz.com. Make sure it's clean. Make sure it's high quality.
No gunshots.
No gunshots.
And I pop my beep,
we need none of that. But just please make sure that I get so much unclean music sent to me that it'll be like,
whatever.
Like, why?
Right, you just flooded my.
I heard you playing Miss Ramadan. Daybreak told me you played Miss Ramadan.
Yeah.
Ramadan should be played like all through the week. I have to go up there. And I mean, not just because it's me. It's a nice record. Yeah. I'm just stepping out of myself. Yeah. Like, meeting the minds. Like, sometimes I wish it wasn't my event because I feel like there's some biases and people coming in.
Well, definitely another good little nugget here is that the program director is Kathy Brown. You can email her at kathy.brown@cumulus.com.
Okay.
That's the program director. So when it comes to regular rotation, that's the person you talk to. The program director is law when it comes to music on the radio.
See, I think that's definitely like an all-day song spent.
Yeah.
Not because of me, just being honest.
You keep saying that. But I have a feeling that
if it wasn't me, well, Scooter stuff is hot. I say keep spinning that. The girl Emilion, she got some nice stuff. It's hot. Keep spinning that.
You got good suggestions.
I think right now Shells Blaze is the featured.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right now it's Shells Blaze, Lay Willis, Queen Cat,
Lay Wells,
and Lizzie. Yeah.
Will we interview 2 of the 3?
There's a Do Work Media event going on right now. Y'all just reminded me.
Oh, shoot.
That's where you heading at?
Yeah, that's what my next move is.
Stand by your man.
That's right.
Power couple PC.
All right. Well, we want to thank all of our guests, VP, Big L, and Ray Deasy for coming through and rocking with us. We do appreciate. Oh yes, and my that's my co-host, not yours. She wasn't on your lap. She was on my lap.
Thank you for bringing me to the Paige show.
Right. Yeah. Look.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Look her. Yes, ma'am.
She
That's
said,
right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're right.